You're listening to episode 10 of the Dear Crochetpreneur podcast with psychotherapist and crochet designer turned crochet business coach and your biggest cheerleader, Pam Grice. Well, hello there, crochet CEOs. Welcome to the Dear Crochetpreneur podcast. I am Pam Grice, and I'm here to help you turn yarn into money with therapy for your crochet business. How are you today? I'm so glad you're here. I'm having a question for you today that I see all over the place on Facebook, on crochet chat groups, and the question is, how do I pick a name for my crochet business? So many people get stuck here and stuck here for a long time that they don't move on and get to the business of having a crochet business. So I want to talk through some of the things, the problem as I see it, and how to come up with a business name that works for your target audience and for your business goals. So first, the problem as I see it is that so many new crochet business owners fall into the trap of doing what everyone else is doing. So they look around the marketplace, they see everyone naming their crochet business Susie's Crochet, and Susie is selling maybe baby blankets, or she's selling women's fashion accessories and things like that. But she's named her business Susie's Crochet. So Sheila comes along and says, oh, I'm going to name my business Sheila's Crochet. And then Sarah comes along and says, I'm going to name my business Sarah's Crochet. And so then we have all of these first name crochet businesses that feel to me, now this is my personal preference, feels super generic. Like it doesn't mean anything. Names are forgettable until you start building a brand. The fact that you're selling crochet is forgettable because typically if you're selling products in particular, your customers don't care that you're selling crochet. Now I've written about this in the past. It's one of my most popular posts, and I know that you have probably read it, but it talks specifically about your customers are looking for particular products. They don't care if it's crochet. They don't care if it's knit. Sometimes they don't even care if it's made from yarn. They're looking for a winter hat, or they're looking for a baby shower gift. They're not looking for crochet. Let's get out of that habit of telling people how we make our products instead of telling them what we make or how we help them or how we serve them. Let's get back to being business owners instead of being crafters. So when you say Sarah's Crochet or something like that is totally non-descriptive and totally forgettable, your customers they don't understand exactly what you're doing. So we want to get back to a place where we are creating business names that are memorable, that speak to what we're doing, that really speak to our target customer. And it doesn't have to be all that hard. So let's take a look at how to come up with a crochet business name that works for you and your target customer. First, I want you to consider who is your target customer and what is your product line. How can you come up with a name that works within that niche? So are you creating home decor items particularly for nurseries? Then you're going to want something a little bit cuter, maybe a little bit sweeter, maybe something more traditional and classic if you're doing heirloom products, and let people know that you're creating home decor items or nursery items. The trick here is to not get caught up into getting yourself too boxed in so that you can't expand. Something I read online was like, what if Jeff Bezos when he started Amazon, had called it online books, right? Now we know Amazon to be something totally different than online books, right? I don't even think books are probably their number one seller any longer. Maybe they are. But when Amazon first started, it solely was focused on selling books, but it has expanded. So if you use even the term crochet or something like that puts you in a box, you may find yourself stuck there and needing to rebrand later on down the road. How can you come up with a name that speaks to your target customer, also helps explain a little bit of what you do without getting you stuck in a box. A couple of great examples that I'm sure you know of are, how about Tony from TL Yarn Crafts? Tony specifically has named her business Yarn Crafts, so she's not stuck in this, it's crochet or it's knit or it's Tunisian crochet or it's shawls or it's blankets. She's wide enough of a range that she can expand her target product line, but she's also specific in that she works with yarn. And so her customers are more likely to want to buy something made from yarn than to want to buy something made from crochet. So that's a really wise decision to make. Not that I'm saying to copy that, but I'm just telling you that's an example of how you can be specific to your audience, but also be wide enough that you don't get yourself hemmed in and trapped into a specific, really narrow niche. Okay, and once you've find a name that you like, that you think will work for your target customer, then I want you to do a search. I want you to search trademark indexes. I want you to search your Secretary of State. I want you to search social media, Etsy, Ravelry, Google. See if there's anybody out there doing anything similar to you with a name that's similar to that name that you like. And if there is, I want you to run in the opposite direction. I don't want you to add a the on the front of your business name in order to be able to grab that business name. I don't want you to add crochet on the end. I don't want you to add shop on the end. I don't want you to add designs on the end. And I particularly don't want you to add numbers on the end. Okay? If there's anybody out there already in your in the online market selling anything similar to what you're doing, particularly if they're selling other crochet items, I don't want you to pick a business name that's similar to theirs, because when it comes down to it, if they want to trademark their name, they can prevent you from using your business name and they're going to force you to rebrand your business. So it's better to start off on the right foot. Don't pick a business name just like everyone else's. You want to stand out in the marketplace and not be confused with someone else. Now listen, a lot of people think if I just add another word onto the end, then I can take this business name. If there's already a shop on Etsy called Susie's Crochet, then I'm going to take Susie's Crochet Shop, and that will be fine. And while you will be able to get that business name on Etsy, that doesn't mean that Susie's Crochet Shop, Susie's Crochet, can't then come after you and tell you that you're confusing the marketplace and you can't use that name. It's better to make the wise choice right off the bat and don't get yourself into trouble with that. I can't stress that enough. So many people think it's just okay to add the Susie's Crochet or Susie's Crochet Designs and then you'll be good. It's not good. Find a name that is unique. Now, don't pick a name that's so unique that people don't understand it. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. We all know Moogly blog, right? So she created a word and she created a blog and a crochet business around that. But that doesn't mean it will work for everyone. If you don't grow your business large enough, people are going to be like, what was that weird word? I don't remember. So pick a word that people will remember. Make sure you're spelling words correctly. If you're going to spell words incorrectly, you can expect that people are not going to find your business when they're trying to find you online. They'll remember your business name, but they won't remember your strange spelling. So I really recommend that you stick with appropriate, understandable, conventional spelling norms. Okay. Once you have done all of that and you see that your business name is available, you think your people will like it, you like it, I want you to grab it everywhere. Grab it on social media, grab the .com, grab it on Etsy, grab it on Shopify, whatever you think you're going to need for your business. Even if you're not ready yet, I want you to invest in grabbing that name, because if you don't, and someone else sees your business name and you haven't grabbed the .com, they just might grab it for you and either charge you a premium to get it back, or you're going to have to do something different. And nobody wants to do that. So it's only like $14, $17 to grab a domain name. Get it up front, even if you're not ready to build your website. That way you will own the .com. Some people ask, should I get the .co or the .net? You certainly can, but if you don't have the .com, you don't need to have those other things because people aren't going to find you anyway. Now, there is some discussion about this, saying that people don't really pay attention to the .com, .net anymore because they're just going to find your website either through a Google search or through a link. And that may be true. But if you build a large following and people want to return to your website over and over again and they don't have a link, if you have the .com, they're going to be more likely to find your business rather than someone else's. So I just think it's wise to go with the .com. Keep it simple. Don't make it a super long name, something hard to remember. Again, avoid spelling mistakes, keep it easy to say, and then take it to your target customers too. Even before you grab it on all the social media and everything, you might want to talk to your target customer and say, I'm thinking, you're the kind of person I want to be selling to. I'm thinking of these 3 business names. Which one speaks to you more? I'm selling these kinds of products. Which one speaks to you more? And see what your target audience says. And be sure it's something that you like because you're going to be living with this for a while, okay? And finally, I just want you to sit on it before you make any decisions. So often people jump into something and then they have regrets. So I want you to just give it 24 hours. I'm not telling you have to sit on it for a week or a month. Sit on it for 24 hours. Let it kind of percolate and see how you feel about it. See what kind of ideas you come up for how to use that business name to market yourself. Think about maybe having some keywords in your business name or at least in your tagline. So your business name might be, great, now I can't think of something. Okay, cozy comforts. Okay, that's it, cozy comforts. And then it can be warm accessories for your cabin home or something like that. So you can have your keywords in your tagline. And when you have a website, you can just keyword it everywhere. And that way people will find you better based on those keywords. Okay, so those are my suggestions. If you miss something, I'm going to create a checklist that you can go to crochetpreneur.com/10 and download your checklist. It's going to be inside of my subscribers area in my free business library. If you're already a subscriber, you'll be getting this via email. You don't have to go download it or anything, but it will be there, a checklist to go through to be sure that you're picking the best name for your business and the best name for your target audience. So I hope you found that really helpful. I really want you to come up with a name that you love, that your target customer loves, and that is uniquely you. And once you do, I want you to own it. I want you to embrace it. And I want you to not second guess it. I want you to pick your name and get on with the business of making sales and attracting your target customer. I believe in you and you can do this. That's it for today. Be sure to get your printable handmade business binder when you go to crochetpreneur.com/binder. And never miss an episode when you subscribe to the Dear Crochetpreneur podcast on iTunes or your favorite podcast listening platform. If you'd like your crochet business to be featured on an upcoming episode, be sure to go to crochetpreneur.com/questions and submit your question. I want to thank you for tuning in today. It means so much to me that you'd spend some time hanging out, and I can't wait to do it again next time. Until then, I'm cheering you on.